Okay. So we had, yeah, started the recording. We had 66% accuracy. Okay. And we were able to make quite good. Yes, audio is on. Whoever is not able to hear, please check it at your end. Okay. Sure. So, first of all, what we need to do is let's set the objectives for this program, right? Let's set up some rules for the objectives, or let's set up some criterias, or let's set up some kind of a process that we need to follow for this program. Okay. Now I want everyone to be interactive on the chat and tell me what are the things we should follow. What are the things we should follow? Process, right? Setup, okay. Risk management. This one I'll take it on the up, because this is the first one. Okay. Money management. Okay. Discipline. Positive attitude. See, FOMO, all of that comes in there only. Learn the system. Okay. Exactly. Intention should be to learn and not earn. That is the first goal. Conviction will develop. No problem. Journaling, yes. That is very necessary. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for those feedbacks, or thank you for sharing your views. First is risk management. Always, whenever we attend a training session or any session, okay, what happens is, whenever we attend a training session, risk management is always explained at the last, right? First, the setup is explained, then how much money you can make is explained. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry for that. So whenever we are attending a session, or we are attending a technical analysis, wherever we are there, most of the times, or 90% of the times, risk management is the last. Okay, risk management is the last. First, the session and the setup is explained, that how much money you can make, all of that is explained, and at the last, risk management is there, right? But here we want to take this as the very first step. Why do you think so? Why do you think we should take risk management as the very, very first step? Because we can be good traders. Yes, we can be good traders only and only when we are able to manage our risk. If a trader is not able to manage his risk, he is not going to be a good trader. Simple as that. Very, very simple that if a trader is not able to manage his risk, then he is not going to be a good trader or a successful trader. So there's a very good saying that, traders are good risk managers. That is all they do. So this is what we want to focus on. पैसा बनेगा नहीं बनेगा वो बात की बात है. That is very later on. But first, जो पैसा जेब में है उसको जेब में रखना है, right? Whatever money you already have in your pocket, that is what we have to first protect. Then we have to think about making money. Exactly. That's why, all the experts, they say that the more amount or the more time you're going to hold on to your capital, that is the more amount you're going to stay in the market, and that is the more amount of learning you're going to gain from the market, right? So there are 250 people who have joined our mentoring program, this program that we have. There are 250 people. Out of that, some people have joined for 20 days, some people have joined for the 60 days, right? Everyone has come with a set of expectation. True? Yes, everyone has come with a set of expectations. कि हाँ विजय को देखा हमने, विजय को तो ट्रेडिंग करता है, अच्छा करता है, ये है जो है, whatever it is. Everyone has come with an expectation. I completely understand and I respect that. And I understand that there is a lot of weight, there is a lot of weightage to that expectation. Why? Because, people have seen, हाँ विजय 1 लाख बनाता है, 5 लाख बनाता है, 10 का 5 भी बना देता है, तो एक दिन में वैसा भी करता है, whatever it is. The way we showed the performance also that, we made 54 lakhs from a deployed capital of 10 lakhs for the last 60 days, 60 trading days. So to get to that level, not everyone can get to that level in the next 60 days. Agreed? Not everyone can do that. Some might be able to do that, some might not be able to do that. So what I thought is, the first thing I want to do is, the first thing I want to do is, let me ask you one question to everyone, okay? How many of their families know that they are into trading or they trade or they are attending this session? Okay, your family knows that, yes, you're attending this session. Okay, perfect. And is there anyone whose family doesn't know or they don't want them to know? Is there anyone who feels that their family should not know that they are attending this training session? Okay. So very few people are there whose family doesn't know, or maybe they don't want them to know. Okay, no problems. We'll figure that out later. But this time, what I want to do is, okay, for the next 20 days or 3 months, whatever time period anyone is there, okay, what I want to do is, please check at your end, Manoj, everyone is able to hear. So what I want to do is, I want everyone to focus on protecting their capital. Okay. We are going to go to the process also. What we'll do is, we'll create a Excel sheet, we'll create a form wherein you have to mention how much capital that you have currently for your trading account, that you'll have to mention. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, for every 20 days, okay, for every 20 days, that is every 20 trading sessions, whoever is able to protect his capital, whatever capital you mention at that day. So let's say today I send you the form. Today you say that, okay, I have 2 lakh capital that I have my trading for. In the next 20 days, after the end of the next 20 days, okay, whoever is able to protect his capital for the next 20 trading sessions, he gets a 5% discount on the next session. Something to motivate? And this is not for me. Okay, this is not for me. This is for you people. Why I want to do that is, I want to give you some kind of a motivation or some kind of a challenge. I want to give some kind of a challenge to you people that if you protect your capital for the next 20 trading sessions, you get a 5% discount on your next mentoring program. Why I did this? Yeah, this is something that we have started from this mentoring. This is something I came up with. Exactly. I am setting a very realistic expectation in the beginning. Why I did this was that after my experience with last 3 mentoring programs, okay, after I did these 3 mentoring programs, I saw that, many people want to try to copy me from the day one without understanding any process, nothing. Okay, without understanding any process, nothing. They just want to jump onto the trade and try to copy Vijay, which I really don't want. Tell me one thing, how many have attended other training sessions? Not live training sessions, but other training sessions. How many of you have attended? Right? So when you attend other training sessions, okay, these must be offline sessions, right? These must be sessions where you're not live trading, right? Exactly, offline. True. So when you're attending the offline session, or a session which is off markets, which is not in markets, right? Do you start expecting to make money? Or do you make money in those sessions? No. Then why to have that expectations right away from a live session where somebody is showing how to have a good attitude in live training sessions? Why to have that expectation? First, yeah, I understand, not exactly, not possible. That's why people don't try to do it. But my funda is, give me 1 second. But my funda is that just because we are going to train in a live session. Why? Because I believe a car cannot be driven in simulation. A car has to be driven on the road and has to be met with the challenges and has to be decided how to overcome these challenges. Right? So that is why I wanted to do this live session. Now coming back to the risk management. So for every 20 trading sessions, 5% discount on your next mentoring program. So by the time you have 60 sessions, if you're able to protect your capital for the next 60 sessions. If you're able to protect your capital, you end up getting 15% discount on your next mentoring program. I'm not sure you'll attend or not. I don't know that, but that is what I am going to offer you as a challenge. You take it as a challenge, you take it as a discount, whatever you feel like. But take it as some kind of a challenge that yes, this is what I want to achieve. Or I want to show Vijay कि हाँ भाई मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. Done? I was thinking about giving a certificate also. I was thinking about giving a certificate also, a certificate of appreciation that congratulations, you have successfully protected your capital for the last 20 sessions. So we'll do that also. We will create that, okay, and we will send those certificates to your address. Whoever is not comfortable, no problems, but we can send digital certificates also. Okay, we can send digital certificates also where we'll mention that yes, the way Zerodha offers, good discount on brokerage if you achieve the Zerodha challenge, right? Same way we want to do this. Okay. Now risk management. Many people ask me, yeah, current FIRES is 30-day challenge. Okay. Now many people ask me that how much capital should I have? How should I trade or what do I need to do? So this is how I manage my risk. This is how I manage my risk. I'll explain you and you take you get a takeaway from this. Okay. Let's say on an average, can people tell me how much capital they are going to they are going to be having for the next 60 days? So that we can get an average of how much capital there is. Okay. 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 Perfect. Okay. So it is ranging anywhere from 50,000 to 20 lakhs. Okay. So let's take it as 2 lakh rupees. Okay. Yeah, we'll come to the ideal capital for newbies also. But let's take it as 2 lakh rupees as an average. Right, people? This is your actual capital, okay? Not your deployed capital. This is your actual capital that you have, 2 lakh rupees, okay? So what I do is, let's say for example, I have, okay, I'll increase the font size. This is fine. This font size is fine. Okay. So let's say I have 1 crore capital, out of which I only want to deploy 10 lakh rupees for a trading day. Okay. 10 lakh rupees for the trading day. That is what I'm going to do. So what I'm saying is I just want to deploy 10% of my trading capital as my deployed capital. Okay. This is how I try to or understand my risk management. So if somebody has 2 lakh rupees, my suggestion would be go with only 25,000 rupees. Fair enough? Yes, fair enough. If you have 2 lakh rupees, just go with 25,000 rupees in your trading account. This is exactly what I do. If you see here, go to the dashboard, 9 lakh rupees I have in my trading account. Why? Because I don't need that 1 crore in my account. I just don't need that. I just need this amount to make whatever I want to make for that day. So that is why I'm just going to keep this amount. 9 to 10 lakh is going to be the average. Sometimes it can be less also, but this is what I'm going to keep in my trading account. Okay. Why I do that? Because I don't want to get carried away. First of all, I want to manage my risk also properly. Though I am trading with my profits, though I'm a net profitable trader, and whatever capital I have, that is my profit also. It's not that I'm deploying it from my pocket. It's the actual profit that I have made. So if I lose some part of it also, it's okay, but I don't want to do that. I want to create a good habit in myself. Trading is all about creating a good habit for yourself. Why? Because trading is a life skill, right? Trading is a life skill. So let's treat it like that. Okay. So what I would say is, if I had 2 lakh rupees, I would only use 25,000 rupees for the deployed capital. Okay. From there, if a trade comes, okay, if a trade comes, so usually what I'm looking for is a strike price, which is 250 to 300 rupees. Okay. 250 to 300 rupees is the strike price that I'm looking for. So if I have 25,000 rupees, the max I can take is 4 lots. That is 100 quantity. Okay. 100 quantity max I can take. So if I get a good trade, what I usually do is, with my 10 lakhs, I'll go with 1200 first. Okay. If the trade is more compelling, I'll go with 2400. If it's more compelling, then max I will go is 3600. No, I won't be going with 2.5 lakh rupees. That the video that was there, that is a little old video. I've been using this amount from the last couple of mentoring sessions, and this is how it's been. Yeah. If it's a very compelling trade, then 3600. And on expiries, if it's more compelling, or the strike price is lower, or the strike price is 50, 60 rupees or 100 rupees, then I go with 12,000 quantities also. That is the max I've gone till now in the mentoring sessions. Okay. This does not mean that everyone has to do that, or everyone has to copy that. Please understand, here we are here to learn. Money can be made if we learn the right attitude, if we learn the right things. So first of all, let's focus on that. So this is what I do. Okay. So if somebody has 25,000 in his trading account, 100 quantity, okay, max he is ready to take 100. What I would say is, if I were you, okay, what I would do is, if Vijay is taking 1200, I would only think of 50. No. What happens is, see, these are unique scenarios wherein when on expiry, you know that it's going to a certain level and you want to get the entire juice out of that move. So that is what I do. That is what I do. Okay. So if Vijay is taking 1200 quantities, I will only go with 50 quantities. That is 2 lots. If Vijay is more confident, or if Vijay is going with 2400 quantities, I'll think of going with 75. That is 3 lots. If Vijay is too confident that Vijay is taking 3600, then max I could try is 100 quantities. True. That too also 50K is the highest. If Vijay is trying to take 3600, that is when. But till the time, let's focus on this. Why I'm saying that is because it will set up a process in your mind. It's all about creating a good habit, and it's all about following some kind of a process. Okay. So this is just a small example. You can do it the way you want. You can modify it, bifurcate it the way you want as per your risk management. But as I said, your only job in this sessions would be to protect your capital. If you have managed to do that, please pat your backs, pat your back and tell yourself, yes, you have done a good job. Why? Because there are varied range of people who have come with in the sessions. People are there from all over the India, or across the globe also. Some are from Norway, some are from Australia, some are from Qatar. A lot of people from different parts of the world, they are here in our mentoring sessions. So everyone has a different psychology, everyone has a different risk management. There might be people, I don't know, but there might be people who might have got a loan, who might have taken a loan to attend this session. Yeah, Singapore also. Yeah, who might have taken a loan also to attend this session. So it's a request to everyone, please. It's a request to everyone. Manage your risk very properly. Money can be made, but first understand the risks. Protect your capital, and then we can do other things. Okay? Is this clear to everyone? You must be saying, yaar, ki kya itna ye cheez pe stress kar raha hai? But this is, please understand, this is very, very, very important. This is the most important part. This is the most important part. Why I say that? Because I don't want people to get into a difficult situation. Trading should be easier, right? Trading should be comfortable. Trading should not be too much stressful. Already we are looking at a lot of things. Already we are looking for, so many things, and so many thoughts are in our mind, and we don't want one more stress of losing money. That is the biggest stress we can have. So let's not get into that, because this is my experience from last 3 mentorings, and I want to try to rectify that. In people join the sessions, and within 3 days they'll say, sir, my capital is gone. I was like, why? What did you do? They were like, sir, I overtraded. I was like, but why? Sir, I tried to copy you. But I will ask them, but I turned into profitable that day. He'll be like, no, sir, I was also in profit, but I lost the money in the middle. Or I was not able to recover my losses. So this situation, I don't want anyone to face. That's why I'm going to reiterate again and again and again. I will, repeat this again and again throughout the 60 days. Why? Because it has to fit in our mind कि भैया पैसा प्रोटेक्ट करना सबसे पहले जरूरी है. पैसा रहेगा तो ही हम मार्केट में रहेंगे, तभी हम सीख पाएंगे. Then only we can learn in the market. Okay, so these are clear. Simple strategy. If I am Vijay, if Vijay is trying to take 1200, then I'll try to take 50. But that too, there is a big criteria. There is a big criteria. Vijay can be a scalper also. Vijay can be a momentum trader also. Okay. Vijay can be a momentum trader also, and Vijay can be a scalper also. I am going to modify my trading style as per the situation. Okay. Please fix this in your mind very well. I can be a scalper in this zone, and I can be a momentum trader in this zone. Okay. So we will go through that, and we will learn that, we'll understand that. We will decide the criteria also. Okay. We will decide the criteria also, which are the high probability trades. Okay. We will go through that also. But for now, let's just fix this in our mind. Okay. So risk management is fine. Everyone is good with it. Everyone understands that for every 20 trading sessions, if somebody is able to protect his capital, he will get a digital certificate and he'll get a 5% discount on the next mentoring sessions. And then this is the criteria that I have set up. This is the basic criteria. The entry exit criteria, we'll decide it later. Now, tell me, max loss. See, I would say 70 to 80% of the times, I have a stop loss of 20 points, 70 to 80%, not 100%. There are obviously, as per market conditions, sometimes I have to keep a 40, 50 points stop loss also. And sometimes, and most of the times, I will be having a 20 to 25 points stop loss. So max loss, you can decide as per that. Okay. Now, I want to ask everyone, how many got the access to the Google Drive? How many got the access to the Google Drive? Almost everyone got it, right? Everyone got it. Okay, perfect. So how many did watch the videos? Okay. How many did not? How many of you did not? Okay. Great. Psychology session was good. That's great. That's great. Guru Raj, you already been there in the mentoring session, so no problems. Okay. Now tell me, how many have understood the setup? The settings at least. Not the exit entry criteria, but just the setup. How many of you understand the setup? What all you have to set up in your chart? Perfect. Setup is loaded. Understood the setup? Great. Superb. चलो मेरा काम आसान कर दिया सबने. Yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. So, any questions regarding the settings or anything regarding the setup? Any question? Don't ask me about the entry and exit. That we will do it later. But just the whole setup. Any questions regarding that? Yeah, EMA has to be added. It's not necessary sequence, but just add 20, 50, 100, 200. They'll automatically land up in the sequence. They'll automatically land up in the sequence. Just go for 20, 50, 100, 200. Yeah, it would be better for you if you follow the same coloring pattern. That will be very, very beneficial for you if you follow the same coloring pattern. When you log out, setup is gone. Okay. What you have to do is, Amit, what you have to do is, once you do this setup, okay, click on this. Save as default template. Yeah. Click on this. First, you'll have to click on this. Click 3-4 times so that Zerodha understands कि हाँ भैया मैंने select किया है. And then it will be fine. No, we don't see Nifty to trade Bank Nifty. Yes, what is the fear, Deepak? Tell me. Price line, Vishal, it should be available. It should be available. Yeah, no problems. You use any trading account you want. No issues with that. Stop loss not in the system. No problems. We'll go through that. That after 4 or 5 trading sessions, Deepak, you'll get to know how we are doing that, or why we are not putting a stop loss in the system. Okay. So these basic questions I'll answer. How I change to the black background. Go to background. Select this one. Understand, Deepak? We'll go through that scenarios also. Yeah. So this is the background. This is how you can turn this background into black. Yeah, this is the trading view chart in Zerodha. What you have to do is go here, my profile settings, go here, select chart, trading view, and you'll be able to get that chart. Yeah, psychology will go through that. No worries. When not to trade? When it's, we have a thing called, give me 1 second. Sure. So what we do is we mark some zones, which we call it as control Uday zone. Yeah. Those are CU zones. So in those zones, we try to avoid trading. Most of the times, we will try to avoid trading in those zones. We will mark that, and I'll explain you also how I mark that. We will go through that when we are in the live session, so that that will be a better explanation of how we come up with that zone. Yeah, you can make that. Aditya, stochastic setting, you can make that, no problems. Nothing much, Surajit. We are going to record this session. So whatever you have missed, you can watch it later. No problems. Okay. So setup is done. Everyone know about the setup. No problems. And understand that once we are going through the live sessions, we will go through all the variety of scenarios. We'll go through a lot of variety of scenarios where we discuss that. Okay. Yeah, this bottom green line is super trend. This is super trend. It's the price line for super trend. It is the price line for super trend. See this super trend coming here? That is the price line. Okay. So setup is done. Everyone knows what things you need to set up. The process we need to follow is from this 10 lakh deployed white line MACD. Yeah, this white line is MACD. We have a video, Sachin. We have a video in the video library. You watch the, yeah, it is on YouTube also. If you can go on YouTube also, you can watch there also. This is the setting we have. But one thing regarding the setup is, though we have so many indicators, so moving average, VWAP, all of that, but the first and most ultimate confirmation we need is from the candle formation. That is the most important thing that we need as a setup, as a confirmation. The most important we need is the candle formation. That is what our stress is going to be, or that is where our entire focus is going to be on price action. The way the candle is forming, that is going to tell you a different story. Once that story confirms that yes, it is going to give us a good trade, that is when I'm going to go for it. If price action is confirming and indicators are not, I am going to give more weightage to the price action and less weightage to the indicators. Okay. So, yeah, that is okay, Raju. No problems. Process I want to follow is, I want to make 1 lakh rupees a day. Okay, that is my goal. Whatever I get over and above that is Bhagwan ki dua. God bless me if I able to do that. But my basic target is 1 lakh a day. Why I check future chart is because of the volumes. Volumes, many times it gives us a confirmation if it's going to be a breakout or a breakdown. So that is very important. That's why we check that. Yeah, many times I validate with spot chart. 25,000. What do you think should be the target? You tell me what should be the target. What will be the reasonable target or acceptable target? 2,500. Okay, no problem. 1% would be 250 rupees, which is not good. Yeah. Let's focus on 2,000 rupees. Let's focus on 2,000 rupees. Yeah, let's focus on 200 quantities we have. Let's focus on 2,000 rupees. We're going to take 100 quantities max. So let's focus on that. If we are able to achieve anything above 1,500, yes, 1% of entire capital, 10% of deployed capital. Simple. Perfect. If also there are some people who have less capital, that is 25,000 or 50,000, I would suggest do not trade. Just watch, observe. Please just watch and observe. It is okay to not trade. First, you learn about things. If there is a compelling setup, I'll definitely, you will hear it from my voice only. From my voice itself, you will hear or you will understand कि हाँ, अब तो कुछ तो भी बहुत बड़ा होने वाला है. That you will understand. So that time, if people have a lesser capital, they can be ready for it. But other than that, you can relax and just watch the chart. Yeah, I use two screens. Second screen, this is what I see. This is all I see. This chart. This is 5 minutes and this is 15 minutes. Okay. These are the two charts, or this is what I have. This is the spot chart. This is what I am looking at. See, this is how we have bifurcated, Vishwa. This is how I have bifurcated it. 2 lakhs. If I have 2 lakhs, I'll only deploy 25,000. Out of that, if it's a highest compelling trade, then only I'll deploy 100 quantities. Instead, I'm just going to go with smaller quantity. Overnight positions, it's very rare I carry overnights. Most of the times when I carry overnight positions is when Bank Nifty is closing at days high or Bank Nifty is closing at days low. These are the most compelling things for me to carry overnight positions. Other than that, if there is going to be event, if there is going to be a big event, okay, next day if there is going to be a big event, then I will carry a straddle. I will carry a long straddle. That means what I'll do is I'll carry call also, I'll carry put also. Same strike price, I'll do that. Simple. So only 3 scenarios where I have that I will try to carry a position. Other than that, I don't need to. No, I do not monitor individual bank stocks. I do not do that. See, whatever happens in Bank Nifty, it will reflect on this chart, right? What do you think? It will reflect on the chart, right? Whatever might be happening in Bank Nifty. So I don't feel that necessity to try and track all the banks also. Trading can happen from this chart itself. So no problems about that. Okay. The process I'm going to follow is 1 lakh a day. Whatever I get, it's भगवान ने बोनस दिया है, हम उसको रखेंगे. Money management. So tell me, what should be the money management rules? Yeah, sometimes spot chart also gives us a confirmation, Vishwa. So sometimes nowadays it's been a little bit tricky that the candle formations are different on spot chart and future chart. Max loss. Yeah, let's set up a max loss also. Yeah, I take out profit every day. Every day. Whatever I make about 9 lakhs, I'm going to withdraw that. Yeah, these dual charts both are spot charts. These both are spot charts. This is 5 minutes and this is 15 minutes. No, no, I don't follow 1 minute chart. I do not follow 1 minute chart at all. Yeah, we'll be working on that. Sometimes I'll reduce the quantity and sometimes I will not. It depends on the setup and what is the scenario at that time. That is what we'll be looking for. Max loss is 20 points per this thing. Per trade. Not per lot, but per trade. Max loss will take it as, I will take it as, I take it as 2.5 lakhs a day. This is the rule that I am going to set for this mentoring. Okay, this is the rule I'm going to set for this mentoring. Last mentoring, I did not have that strict rule that I will. This is the max loss that will have, because sometimes I had a loss of 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs also. But this mentoring, our focus is on going to be risk management and money management and discipline. So this is what we'll be going for. For me, max is 2.5 lakhs. For people who have a smaller capital, I would suggest keep it more or less. Okay. Also, one more thing. Many times it happens with us. Many times it happens with us is that we are done in the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes. We are done with our target in the first 15-20 minutes. Yeah, that we will be doing every day. So yes, those secrets or whatever we look at, you will get to know that. That will be done in live trading only, live sessions only. So you'll be able to understand that. So this is what I'm looking at. For me, it's 2.5 lakh. Open eye strategy will be explained. Don't worry about it. It will be explained in day-to-day trades. Free trades, we haven't got any till now. Thank God to that. But if it comes, we'll manage that also. That is the reason why, Raju, very, very good point. That is the reason why we keep less amount of capital. If there is a freak trade that has to happen, at least we'll be protected. And many people in our group can also be protected. Isn't it? Freak trade means sometimes, the price moves violently. The option price moves violently and it can go to, suddenly it can go from 300 to 1000 also. That has been happening, but it has reduced just because of the limit orders, limit stop loss orders that have been regulated. So that has reduced a lot. Yeah, SLM orders. Yeah. Okay. Money management. What should we do about it? Tell me. Yeah, Ramesh, why I'm not putting a stop loss in my system is because I'm always looking at the price. For example, what is 39,500? Let's look at call. You will see, if you've seen my videos also on YouTube, always this depth is open. Always this last traded price is open. Always. Okay. Always it is open and I'm always watching that. And my exit button is always here. My exit button is always here. So as soon as I see the price that I have in my mind, the stop loss I have, I will exit it as soon as it's there. That is what we are going to learn. Exiting a loss is biggest challenge. So that is what we are going to learn. First, we have to learn how to manage failure. Then only we'll be able to understand how to manage success. Okay. First, we have to learn to manage our failure. So let's focus on that first. Yes, please. The more stringent risk management you have, the more better for you. The more peace of mind you'll have. Exactly, Sandesh. Well said. Withdraw your profits regularly and keep your capital at the same level till you don't become consistent. So that is the first money management rule that we'll have. Yeah, for people, see, I am going to trade, so I have to take the trades and I have to be in the sessions always. But for people who are done with their 1%, 10%, whatever target they have, if you are done with your target, close your trading account and just try to learn. Okay. If you're going to follow me, if you have done with your target, okay, if you're done with your target, just shut down your trading account, just open a chart, listen to what we are saying, write it down, note it down, or try to paper trade, no problems. Try to paper trade, but don't lose the profits. That is what my suggestion would be. Do not lose your profits. Yeah, you can use any skill switch or whatever suits your mind, or whatever makes you be more disciplined. Just focus on that. Okay. स्केलिंग अप, अरे स्केलिंग अप तो करेंगे भैया सचिन, पहले प्रॉफिट कमाना तो सीख लेंगे, है कि नहीं? पहले कंसिस्टेंसी तो लाएंगे खुद में. First, let's get ourselves to a consistent level, and then we'll think about scaling up. Scaling up is a different process. First, let's try to make consistent profits. I don't know, Ramesh, if there is any broker who provides that this thing. Okay, Deepak, that is why I said that once you have made profits, let's stay away and let's focus on. Yeah, that is why I said let's focus on learning. Once we are done with the profits, you can just listen to my, whatever gyan I am trying to pelify on people. You can just listen to that and try to learn from that. Last day of extension, we'll decide. Let's go through the 20-day sessions first. Then we'll decide. So while we were talking, we have discussed the money management also. That is that if I made profits, let's say if I have 10 lakhs in my account, trading account, if I make a lakh rupees on a day, then that same day I am going to withdraw that 1 lakh rupees. Simple and plain as that. Okay. I'll withdraw that 1 lakh. Again, my trading account is back to the 10 lakh. So if as a money management rule, this is what you can follow is that whatever profits you get for the day, withdraw that from the account. Same day. Okay. Now discipline, that is going to be our biggest focus. As I said, once you have done with your profits, or once you're done with your loss target also, stay away. That has to be decided later, Vishwas. Will we trade lesser quantity when we book loss? Depends on the situation and depends upon how much loss I have for that day. I'll explain that as well. So we'll go through that also. As part of the discipline, what I would suggest is, if you're done with your profits, stay away. If you're done with your loss, stay away. As we discussed, our only focus is to protect the capital for these sessions. The only thing is, the first battle that we are going to win is by protecting our capital. So that should be the focus. Price action, we're going to go through the price action also. Karan and I will discuss about the price action also. Have you gone through the video, Ramesh? Have you gone through the price action video? Yes. So that was very basic, but more advanced or more things we are going to go. Sure. So let's go through these 3 points and then we can discuss about the price action also. So part of discipline is focus on your losses. If your losses is your threshold is come, stop trading, max loss, max profit, focus on that. Yes. Positive attitude. Always we have to have that. Always, always, always. Never let your M2M decide what kind of a mood you're going to have. Never decide that. Never. Never let your M2M empower you so much or overpower you so much that your mood changes as per the M2M. Never do that. People from last mentorings, they know that though we have 4 lakh loss also, we'll still be enjoying or we'll still be laughing or we'll still have a good mood. Why? Because that good mood is necessary. That is always necessary. Tips to improve psychology and discipline. One tip I would say is always, always be positive. And while we are trading, Deepak, while we are trading, many people have felt this and many people have gone through this, that while we are trading, there is a different kind of a composure that all our team members will get. Why? Because there is a voice behind and the voice is giving you that comfort. And that voice is always ready to help you out, that that voice understands that yes, if he's making loss, there must be many people who might have made the loss. Of course, that is part of the mentoring session, that everyone, we are going to get the recording video of every session. Every day, at the end of the day, the entire day sessions recording will be posted in the Google Drive. Okay, the Google Drive access that you have, it will be posted every day there. And you can use it for future reference also. Till now, I have not decided for how many months or years I am going to provide that access, but that will be there. It is there. On YouTube, no. YouTube, you just have the highlights. YouTube, I do post videos, obviously, but those are highlights. The actual action happens here. Yeah, as we did for last all the mentorings. We'll go through that, Nilesh. We'll go through that in the live sessions. Exactly, Pradeep. And that is what we'll go through. That is, see, people, there are going to be thousands of different of market scenarios, thousands of different of situations that we are going to go through, and how to tackle those situations. That is the best learning we can have in these sessions. That is the best learning. Average number of trades can be anywhere between 2 to 3 to maybe 10 also. That can be the average number of trades. Yeah. Yeah, it depends. Chandrasekhar, it depends how much profit I book, and how long I hold the winning trade. I have a habit of getting into a trade, reducing some quantity, then again getting into the trade, again reducing some quantity. So I keep doing that till the time the trend is there, till the time the candle formations are good. I'll keep on doing that. Not tomorrow. All our sessions are going to be starting from 2nd of November. Yeah. Now let's go for the discipline is done. Positive attitude is done. Journaling. Journaling will start from 2nd of November. Now, what we have to focus is schedule. What is our schedule going to be? So those are not trades, Deepak. Those are orders that I have executed. So, for example, in one trade, let's say I took let's say 3,000 quantities. Okay, Deepak. If I take 3,000 quantities in a trade, that 3,000 quantities can be split or exited in 13, 14 orders or 15 orders also. So that's why it shows you so many orders. That trade will be one only, or that trade will go on for maybe 20, 30 minutes also. But I will keep on adding and exiting, adding and exiting. So that's why it shows that, yes, 150 orders ho gaye, 200 order ho gaye. But those are not trades. Those are orders, executed orders. Yeah, so I add them again and again, 1200, 1200, 1200. Yeah, so let's focus on schedule. Tomorrow, we won't start. We start on 2nd of November. 2nd of November is an auspicious day. So let's start on there. There are charges on orders. Orders, yes. Okay, so this is going to be our schedule. First of all, let's go to NSE. NSE holidays 2021. कि भैया बैठ गेट में क्यों हो गया? नहीं है ना, इक्विटीज पर लेना जैसे इक्विटीज में. Okay. 4th and 5th are holidays. Yes. So expiry is going to be on the 3rd. Sorry, I cannot suggest any other broker because, or I don't suggest any broker because I don't want to have a conflict of interest. I don't want to do that. Whatever broker you are comfortable with, you can please go ahead with that. No, we will not be doing Muhurat trading. We will not be doing Muhurat trading. So on the 4th, we will not be trading. It's just a 1 hour session. So we don't want to do that. We will not be doing on the 4th. We just have to enjoy our time with the family as a good luck, or as a shagun. I'll try to take one trade and book the profit in that. That's all I'll do. Other than that, no trading on that day. So 4th and 5th is not there, Thursday, Friday. So people who are for the 20 days, 60 days, please pay attention. No, Thursday I won't be trading. Why? Because expiry will be already done on the 6th. So, sorry, November. Yeah. Expiry will be done on the 3rd. So 2nd and 3rd we'll be doing. The first session is on second. The second session is on 3rd. Then when is the next holiday? That is 19th of November. Okay. 5. So 7 here. 7 and 4. 11. 11 and 5. 16. 17, 18. 19, 20. So the 20 sessions, okay, the 20 trading sessions will be over on Thursday, that is 2nd. I might take one day off, That is on the 22nd of November. That is the one day off I'll take. So the 20 sessions will be over by Friday 3rd. So what are the holiday days that we're looking for as of now? 4th, 5th, and 5th, 19th, wait, 19th and 22nd. These will be the holiday days. So 20 sessions will be completed on 3rd December. This is the regular schedule that we have. If in case some emergencies come, or if health issues are there or anything like that, then things will change. No, every day you want to get a new link. I'll send you a registration form. You'll have to register through that, and then you'll be able to register on the link. That is how you'll get the access. I'll explain the process also. For people who are in the 60 sessions, okay? So till 3rd of December, 20 sessions will be over, right? What are the holidays in December? No holidays on December. Perfect. No holidays on December. So now after the 3rd, these are 5, that is 25, 30, 35. Yeah, we'll be taking Christmas holidays also. So 24th will be the last. 17th or 24th will be the last. Yeah, that's why after 17th or maybe 22nd or 23rd, let's say 23rd, let's take it as 23rd, we will take a leave from 23rd. So 23rd will be the last, that is the expiry. After that, we will directly come at 3rd of January. So 1 week holiday we'll have. Yes, whoever wants to join after the 20 days, or whoever wants to extend their sessions beyond 20 days, you will have an opportunity to go ahead and extend it with the remaining amount of the fees. So suppose you have paid 12,000, 15,000 is left. So you can pay the rest of the 15,000 by joining that. So people who wanted to know that your sessions will be over by 3rd of December. So last date would be 30th of, last date would be to pay by 29th of October. November, say. 26th or 28th of November will be the last date. 28th of November will be the last date. No, 15% discount will not be there. That will be for the next mentoring. So if you are attending 20 days and you get a certificate, then it will be 5% discount. We will decide that. I have not decided about the 5% to apply for the next 40 days. We'll decide that. Depends on how many people are there. If there are a lot of people, then yes, we'll go for it. If they're not, then yeah, but it won't be fair on people who have done the 60-day program. So we will do it after the 60-day program is done. Yeah. So this is decided. We don't want to be unfair to anybody. So once the 60-day program is done, then the next time you join, that is when you will get the discounts. So after the 3rd of January, we start on 3rd of January. From there, let me calculate again. 3rd of December was 20 days. And 25, 30, 34, 34 and 5, 39, 54, 49, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 7th of February. Yeah, 26th holiday. Yeah. So in this week, let's say from the 7th to 11th, that is when the 60 days will be over. Between 7 to 11, that is when the 60 days will be over. Okay. And I'm also planning an offline session on the 1st of February. From the 1st till the 3rd, I am looking for an offline session. Whoever is interested from this mentoring, they can join. Yeah, we'll decide that. But what I was saying was, yeah, maybe Pune, Mumbai, or Nasik, any of the above. Pune, Mumbai, or Nasik. It will be from these three cities. Why I want to do that is, why from first? Because this budget day will be announced, right? Budget will be announced. That is a very big this thing. That is a very big event. So I would love to do an offline session on the budget day event. So first, second, third. Yeah. Yeah, we'll look for either Mumbai, Pune, or Nasik, either of them. Most of them, most probably would be Mumbai or Pune. We'll look at it. But yeah, that is what I'm thinking about. Mumbai would be obviously better for everyone. Why? Because by flight you will be able to directly come to Mumbai. Last budget profit, I don't remember actually. I don't remember, sorry. Chennai, I don't know. I mean, if I get many people, then yeah, we'll do it. But this is what I've decided from last mentoring, that whenever the 3-month mentoring is about to get over, we'll do one offline session so that we get to meet also, we get to reflect on what we have done also. And then there is an event also. There is an event on 1st of February. So that event, if we capture in offline, that will be much, much better. Yes, the video recordings will be uploaded daily. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, so schedule is done. Everyone is happy with the schedule? Everyone understood the schedule. So now you can plan your holidays, or plan your sessions accordingly, or if people who are working, please plan up your schedule that way. Give me one moment. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now this is going to be our daily schedule. Our daily schedule is this. Yes. Now can you see? Yeah, it will start from 2nd of November. Sure, you can join in at any time. But mostly, majorly, we'll start by 8:30 to 8:40. Let's say 8:40. We start by 8:40 to 9 pre-market analysis. Then 9:15 to 10:30 opening trades, if any, and setup analysis. Then again, break 10:30 to 10:45. That is breakfast break. Then again from 10:45 to 2:40, we'll do multi-time frame analysis, Q&A, psychology, etc. Whatever questions, answers we have, then whatever trades if we have taken, then how did we take the trades, analyze those trades. I want everyone to ask me as many questions as you can while the sessions are going on. If you are not able to understand a small thing also, if you feel, please always try to ask the question. No problems. We will get them answered while the sessions are there, live session. Because I want everyone to understand how we are going to set up the process and what are the reasons for the trades. Those scenarios are going to be very, very important for you, so that in future, if those scenarios come, it will be there in your mind that yes, this is what had happened and this is how we overcame that situation, or this is how we traded that situation. Okay. 12:40 to 1:50. The lunch break can vary. Not much. I don't watch the market during breaks. My breaks are not that much. Only 2 breaks, so I do not. Break. The lunch break can vary. Sometimes it can be 1 o'clock. Sometimes it can be 1:15. Sometimes it can be 2 o'clock as well. Or maybe on expiry, we get done by 2:50 or 2:45, and then we can have the lunch break. On expiries. Depends. If the expiry is going to be dull, then we take the lunch earlier. And rest of the days from anywhere from 12:45 to 1:30. So 99% of the times, no trades after 3 o'clock. Yeah, 99% of the times, no trades. So 1:15 to 3 o'clock trades, if any, market, world market overview, Q&A, etc. Again, then 3:30 we'll go for the day overview, journaling, entire day trades. So journaling, I'm going to show you from Tuesday how we do it. Sometimes it does happen, Ganesh. Yes, sometimes we do call it a day. If the day is going to be very sideways and if the day is not going to be ideal for trading, then yeah, we do call it off before 3 p.m. also. We'll explain you that also. How do we identify range bound market? It's very simple. So most of the time I don't focus on hero zeros. If I feel that it's going to be a trending day and if it's going to be in a way, in one direction, then yes, I do suggest hero zero. But that is quite rare. Yeah, Ganesh, that was a free session. So that nothing was happening till 2:15. So that's why I called it off as a day. Okay, so this is our daily schedule. This is how what we're going to be doing. Okay. Now what do we cover? Journaling, we are going to do it while we are going to be trading. System configuration. Okay. Sure, we'll go through the small briefing of the setup. So this is our setup. This is what I use. Moving averages, super trend, VWAP, volume, stochastic, MACD. Okay. Now let's find out range bound days. Let's try to figure out range bound days. This we can call it as a range bound day. After the first, maybe after 12 o'clock, or maybe on the 27th, this was a very range bound day. Don't worry, Pradeep, it's very basic. We will do it on the 2nd of November when we are done trading for that day. So it's very basic, it's very simple. Just have to download your order book and I'll show it to you. So no worries. See, platform wise, what I would say is every platform has its advantages and disadvantages. Okay, but overall I have tried other brokers also and I feel Zerodha is stable and I've been able to trade there. Yeah, obviously everyone, if whoever is in the market for a long time, they must have faced problems with the brokers, no matter what broker you take. Okay, there is always problems. I have faced problems with other brokers also, but the minimal problem or the least problem I have faced is with Zerodha only. So that's why I am comfortable with it, and it's a set process for me that taking the trade, entry, exit, I have created a habit out of it. So I am comfortable with that. That's why I keep on using Zerodha. I don't use other brokers. Nest is a good platform, but if I use Nest, people won't be able to see what I did and how I traded, where I took the trade. You'll not be able to see anything, and that will not help in learning. So Nest is something I don't want to use. Now, people are asking for how to identify sideways days. Can someone tell me how would I identify a sideways days here? How can I identify that this can be a sideways day? Ekdam simple, perfect. Convergence of all EMAs. Yes, all moving averages are coming together. So it's going to be a flat MACD, everything. Yeah, MACD is completely flat. All the convergence of EMAs is there. All the moving averages are coming together. And it's making a range. Once that range was broken, once the moving averages started spreading, that is when you got a solid move on the downside. Yeah. So simple things, we will work on that. We'll work on price actions. We'll work on how the candle formations are, which is a good candle, which is a bad candle, which is a Eno candle. Eno candle is a candle that we call it, which fizzles out. Yeah, Uday zone, we'll explain about that also. Once we are in the market, once we try to make that range, we will explain that also. Yeah, we have Eno candle also. Yes, we have a Eno candle also. Yeah. A good example of a Eno candle will be this. Look at this candle. Look at this candle. What has happened to this candle? What has happened to this candle? You drink Eno, right? When you have gas, you eat Eno, drink Eno. You put it in water, it will fizzle out. Isn't it? That's why we call it a Eno candle. So that is what has happened to this thing. Yeah, all this thing is gone. Yeah, so this was a full body green candle and it has completely turned to almost a red, and then you get a follow up on the downside. No, we just have two flavors. One is orange, one is red, and one is green. And not an ideal inverted hammer. It looks like it, but not an ideal one. Yeah, this is a very good example of a Eno candle. See here. Beautiful Eno candle. Beautiful Eno candle. Yes. And what is on the upside Eno candle? This is the upside wala Eno candle. This was a full body red candle turned into a complete hammer, and then you get a follow up and on the upside. Yes, it signifies reverse also. So these are some kind of candles formations that we are going to look for. Yeah, so we wait for the 3rd minute. I will explain you how to identify those, or what do we do in those situations. We will go through that also while trading, because these situations or these scenarios can be very well explained while we are in the trade. Golden cross will be 50-20, sorry, 50-200 crossover. Somebody wants to trade that. If 200 EMA has been crossed on the downside, let's say this 20 moving average is crossing or a 50 moving average crossing, that can be taken as a golden crossover. On the upside also, you can see here. Yeah. Upside also, if 50 moving average is crossing, then you can take it as a golden crossover in this setup. Yeah, impulse is something where this can be 1 minute. I want to give you an ideal scenario for an impulse. Yeah. Okay. See this candle? See this candle, green, right? Big green candle. What happened in this candle? What happened in this candle? See, the wick is here. So what happened? This candle opened. Where was the open? 39,948. So this candle opened here. It went down. For the first couple of minutes, it went down. And then it again turned into a green candle. And then it gave a breakout. And it turned into a full body candle. Again, the next candle is the same. It's doing an impulse. It's as if it's cooling off, or it's as if it's retracing a little, and then it's giving you a breakout. Yeah. Entry is let it cool off a little. Maybe let it come here. Once the candle is made, maybe on the 2nd minute I enter. On the 2nd minute I enter. I add some quantity, and then let it turn green. Then I add more. And once the candle is full body, I exit some quantity. So when I'm trailing or when I'm taking a trade, this is a very ideal candle. Okay, this is the ideal candle. This was the expiry, right? This was the expiry session. This was the free session that we had taken, and I made almost 13 lakhs in these 3 candles. So what I did was, I entered somewhere here. Once this candle was engulfing this green candle, I entered somewhere here with good amount of quantities, then booked some at the end of the candle, then again added at the start of this candle, trailed some, booked some profit. Again, when this candle came, when it cooled off, again added here, then again booked somewhere here. So these are the ideal scenarios. These are the breakdown scenarios, which we will be explaining in the live sessions. Yes, I do watch option charts also. The levels are very, very important. So I do watch option charts. Yeah, option selling also, it can be used. You just have to do the opposite of what we are doing. So yeah, you can do option selling also using this. This is a momentum, this thing, momentum setup. So you just go on the either side, which will help you with that. So I don't average. It's very rare that I average any positions. It's very rare. So it depends on the scenario also. No, pre-analysis has to be done at 8:40 to 9 o'clock. We don't do any pre-analysis, at the night or evening, because once the trading session is done, no, not necessary. We don't see SGX Nifty because it's does not signify too much. And look for the strike price, at the money strike price, or maybe a little bit of OTM strike price. Yeah, Dow is important, DAX is important, Hang Seng is important, and Nikkei is important. India VIX is just like a what you can say, a gas burner. When the gas burner is on a high flame, what happens? When the gas burner is on a high flame, what happens? More heat, more flames, more volatility, right? Simple. So that is what the implication has of India VIX on the market. No, TradingView, they do not provide option chart. Yeah, for us, high VIX is good. I love high VIX because the more volatility is there, the better the setup is going to work, the better trading opportunities I'm going to get. So I love volatility. We will explain that, Vishwa, while in live trading, because in hindsight, it's not good to explain that. But once we are in the live sessions, we'll explain that. No, no, I am not going to suggest you anything to buy or sell. Okay. If you want to take OI subscription, please do. If you feel the need, please do. But my more focus is going to be on the price action on the chart. That is where my more focus is going to be. I watch OI, but not much, very little. OI doesn't influence a lot of my decisions. My decision will be influenced only based on the candle structure. Not sure, Pradeep. I did not analyze that. So not sure why it was that way. I don't know, Surajit. That is quite complicated. So I'm not sure if that will be ideal scenario. Yeah, please ask questions. People are asking questions. So yes, obviously this is a Q&A session also. Open high trades, we will explain that. As I said, see these questions that you are asking, they are very well explained in live trading. Why? Because that scenario or that position is there at that time. But the simple explanation of open high would be, we just have to look for the VWAP of the strike price. Let's say if a strike price has a V open and high, we just have to look for the VWAP of the strike price. Sometimes it happens in the first 5 minutes also. That time we'll have to look for the candle structure. But other than that, if the open high is not getting hit in the first 15 minutes, if it's getting hit after the first 15 minutes, then we have to look for the VWAP of the strike price. There are a lot of trading strategies already there in our this thing. If you go here, if you go to this folder, there is a copy of trading setup, there is a copy of momentum bible, there are n number of strategies that you can use, n number of strategies, and we are going to go through these strategies also in the live sessions. Open low is also interesting, but I don't trade that. I just look at the level. Yeah, Chandu, see, I don't look at these things in that way. What I'm worried or what my complete focus is on trading and trading based on the candles. I don't go into the detail of who's buying, who's selling, or how the premiums are getting adjusted during this phase. I really don't get into that complication because I want to keep things simple. I just want to keep my focus on the trading and keep the focus on what level I need to buy and what level I need to sell. Simple as that. Can you show the graphical? Give me 1 second. Let me. Okay, for this is how I analyze long built up is when I see that the price is staying, price is sustaining, okay, price is sustaining for the entire day, and then I am getting good quantity of good candles with volumes. This I call it as long built up, or this I see it as long built up, and this I will call it as short covering. This is something I will call it as short covering because here shorts were invited again and again. The price was below all the moving averages, so it was inviting all the sellers, all the short players. They came and shorted it, and that is when they excelled, and that is when they did the short covering. What's happening behind the scenes when suddenly it's going up because they are putting in a basket order. Basket order is something that, let's say, you have HDFC, ICICI, Kotak, Axis, SBI. They have a smart algo or they have an algorithm wherein they have divided the volume as per the weightage and they will pump in all of them together. That is what will give you a sudden burst of momentum. That is how it works. Yeah, we look at the levels. We look at the levels, or when we are using moving averages. Okay. Let's see. For example, here. Let's see the strike price as an example. So what we look for is when the price, okay, when the future price, take this. How we look at is this. See, now future price is above VWAP, but this one is not above VWAP yet. So what I'm looking for is the first level of resistance I'm looking for on the strike price is the VWAP. If it crosses the VWAP, the next level of resistance I'm looking for is the 100 EMA. If it crosses that, then the high of this candle, that is the high of this. If that is crossed, then I'm looking at directly the 200 EMA of the strike price. This is how I decide the targets for a particular strike price. Different. What is different on trading on expiry is because expiry, a lot of things are managed, a lot of things are what you can say manipulated. So the trading style has to also be a little bit different. Yeah, this is a setup. Okay, these are indicators and this is price action. The setup understands price. Setup doesn't know if it's bank nifty or it's nifty or whatever it is. So yes, setup will work anywhere. Yeah, we will look at those also. Whenever 15-minute candle is also made, we look at the 15-minute candle structure also. And I will keep on showing that again and again to everyone. Yes, that's correct, Pradeep. If open and high same and option pricing above VWAP, then high chances that price will go and hit it. Then fall, I don't know. But yes, the price will hit that. There is a high probability that the price will hit that level. See, I am comfortable with ITMs. That's why I trade ITMs. I am always looking for option pricing, which is 250 to 300. That is my comfort zone. So that is why I take it. You can take deep ITM also, no problems. But this is my comfort level, or this is the habit that I have. So that is why I select that strike price. I'm always looking for a strike price around 250, 300. Sometimes I change it also. Depends on the, if it's an expiry or it's going to be a Wednesday. So that times it can be different. But Monday, Tuesday and Friday, we're looking for a strike price which is 250 to 300. Yeah, you can use it for setup, this setup for stocks. This is a momentum setup. So yeah, you can use it anywhere. There is no certain criteria to select a strike price. I'm looking for a strike price which is at the money or which has a price band of 250 to 300. Yeah, it's simple how to put a range on volume chart here. It's quite simple. You go to indicators. You put in volume. Click on this volume. This volume will come here. Click on right click. Unmerge down. This is where it will get. And then you can this. Sorry. You can set it up this way. There is no special setting to it. Okay. Okay, any more questions? Yeah. Price crossing VWAP. Always look for a full body candle or a candle crossing the VWAP with volumes. Yeah, especially I look for volumes, especially when it's crossing a VWAP or crossing a breakout point or a breakdown point. That is when I look for volume confirmation. We'll explain that, Vinay. We'll definitely explain that. That is when the scenario comes, I will definitely explain that. Yeah, small diamonds. This is super trend. This is the super trend signal that it has given. This is the diamond that you see, the red diamond. This is where the super trend signal is. Threshold, you can take it as 50,000 to a lakh. If it's above that, then it's a good scenario for a 5-minute candle. I trade mostly ITM or maybe little bit of OTM, but mostly at the money. Sorry, at the money and a little bit of OTM. That is where I trade. ITM sometimes, not many times, but yeah, I do trade ITMs also. Holding period can be anywhere between 30 seconds to 1 hour also. So it all depends on the setup at that time. If it's going to be a breakout trade, then I might keep holding for 30 minutes also. About 29th scenario. This one. Yeah. What would you like me to tell you, Sanket? Previous candle low should be the stop loss, Mohit. If it's going to be a breakout and if it's going to be follow up, then previous candle low. No, super trend red means it's a sell signal. Super trend green is a buy signal for the upside. Super trend sell signal is P, right? But again, depends on the situation. In this situation, we'll have to wait for the VWAP to be broken. Somewhere here would be an ideal entry. Somewhere here would be an ideal entry. Yeah, Prism, what we have to look for is it in a buying zone or a selling zone? For example, you have to look at it on two different ways. If the price is about 200 EMA, okay, and all the moving averages are about 200 EMA, that means we are on an uptrend. Okay. If, listen to this again, if the price is above 200 EMA and all the indicators or all the moving averages are above the 200 EMA, and if they are in sequence, that is 20, 50, 100, 200, if they are in sequence, that means we are in the uptrend. If the price is below 200 EMA, that the way it is right now, and all the EMAs are in line, that means this is the 20, this is the 50, this is the 100, this is the 200. So these are in their sequence, they are in their order. That means we are in the downtrend. Simple as that. Full body candle can be said as a good candle. This is a full body candle. This is a good candle. $9.55. Yeah. Gap filling, it's a tricky scenario. So we'll discuss that when there is a gap. That will be a better decision to take at that time. Give me 1 second, Pradeep. Okay, Pradeep, to your question, how to get trapped on both sides on candles like 9.55 to 10.05. Now look at this, Pradeep. This is the open high on futures. Okay, what did price do? Price tried to cross that. That is the day high. So many times it happens that once the price is trying to cross the day high, it will try to get a rejection once at least. Many times. I wouldn't say that 100% of the times, but I would say 60-70% of the times when price is trying to cross a day high, it will take a rejection at least once. So in this scenario or in this situation, we have to be very, very careful. We have to have a tight, if we are taking a trade here, we have to have a tight stop loss, very, very tight risk management in this scenario. And we have to look for candle formation. What does this candle tell you? Does it give you confidence that yes, it can give a breakout? No, right? This candle will give you a better confirmation, or this candle will give you a better confirmation. So we will look for the candle formation at the time of the day high crossing or day low crossing. Okay. So this is what we have to look for. And this is how I'm going to explain you while trading what is a good candle, or why did I exit? If I exit, what was the reason? If I stayed in the trade, what was the reason? This is how we are going to go through these situations. Now today I'm going to send you a form in the group. Okay. Whoever has signed up, you have to fill out your information. Okay. People who have signed up, only they fill out the information. Please do not share that form to your friends or family members. Okay. Please do not do that, because all the email or all the information that you have filled up while you have signed up for the program is already with us. We are going to verify that, and the access to the sessions, access to the live sessions will only be given to people who have filled their information. People who have not signed up and still maybe trying to do that will not be allowed. Okay, because I've already got messages from people that somebody is trying to sell our program or somebody is trying to sell the live sessions. So please be alert and please be careful about that. Yes, full body does signify momentum. Sometimes it happens that the full body gets negated also. So those are tricky situations. We will try to handle them also. But yes, most of the times when it's a full body candle, we do see a good amount of momentum. Again, the full body candle, the placement of the full body candle, where it is, that also gives us a good idea of what can happen. DBD, what is DBD or RBR? No, once you have registered once, then yeah, drop based drop, yes, sure. See, the simple way to avoid traps is have a good risk management in place or have a good stop loss in place. That is how we can avoid it, or try to protect the profit at that time. Yes, I do have time to gauge other indicators also. And I am looking at the depth of the price also, wherein the speed of the price is what is going to help me. Yes, Anand, Vamsi Krishna, most of the times it does help to have a 20-point stop loss. And I will let you know whenever I'm taking a trade, I do let you know that yes, what is going to be my stop loss. I will let you know. Yeah, you'll get a recording of today's session also. Now, any interesting learnings from Traders Carnival? Yeah. As I said, why we took risk management was why? Because whoever was the presenters, all the presenters, whoever presented their strategies, their setups, everything, everyone was only and only talking about risk management. Everyone. They were just talking about the risk management first. Because that is the most important aspect that we have to look for. This is how I would manage a account. If I have 5 lakhs, this is the calculation for 2 lakhs. So you can divide it by or make it your calculation with a 5 lakh capital. No, I don't have any document or a easy to read book on risk management. It's very, sometimes I do open multiple strike price, but that is very rare. Most of the times I'm taking the trade in only one single strike price. Yeah, 1 lakh is fine. 1 lakh is possible, but again, try to keep your trades the most minimum. Only look for trades which are most confirmed, wherein we get a good full body candle. No, positional, I don't take it. But yeah, I am working on a system wherein I can take positional trades, but that is not ready yet. This is what I'm going to use, 10 lakh capital, 10 lakh deployed capital. This is what I'm going to use. Nifty, I trade very less, very less. I look at the speed of the momentum of the depth. That is how I try to gauge if the price is moving faster. I wouldn't say 3 months is enough to be a full-time trader, but yeah, this will give you a very good idea of how to set up a process, how to set up good habits, and how to react in a professional way, no matter what situation is there in the market. Mostly in the mornings are the most important times where we have the utmost focus. Why? Because the premium moves are fast, and if you are done with the target in the morning, then it's better to be there. Double lot size I wouldn't recommend at all, but yeah, increasing lot size, if you are able to be profitable, then yes, increasing lot size can be taken. Yes, we take trades if VIX is 50 also or VIX is 100 also. We have no issues with that. 1 lakh capital, I would say only 1 or 2 lots. This is the 2 lakh scenario. This is the 2 lakh scenario. If it's 2 lakhs, 25,000 should be there. Max quantity 100. If Vijay is taking 1200, I might try with 50. If Vijay is taking 2400, I might try with 75. If he's taking with 3600, then I might try with 100. So that way you can bifurcate as per 25,000 is the deployed capital. So I will not keep 2 lakh in my trading account. I will only keep 25,000 in my trading account. Though my capital is 2 lakhs, but only 25,000 I want to keep in my trading account. That is part of my way of managing my risk or my way of keeping myself disciplined. Yeah, Mohit, that is good. No problem. So this is how I manage it. Risk to reward is, see, majorly in a in a week, you'll at least get 1 or 2 good days in a week, 1 or 2 good days where we'll get good momentum. But that, that cannot be decided, that cannot be predefined. It can come any day. But again, looking at the setup, we can understand that what kind of a day it's going to be, and we can try to modify our trading strategy based on that. See, we don't have to worry too much about theta decay or premium decay because we are not in the trades for too long. We are in the trades anywhere between 30 seconds, 1 minute to maybe 10-15 minutes or maybe max 30 minutes. I am not going to be in the trade beyond that. So that's why I'm not too much worried about the theta decay or premium decay, because I am just going to ride the momentum. Once the momentum is there, I ride it. I took my points that I look for, and I'm going to exit. I'll be putting it in Google Drive. Winning ratio, as I showed in the start of the session, my winning ratio as compared to the days was, out of the 60 days, I was profitable 40 days and 20 days I was in loss. So that is 65%. Trading view settings. This is the trading view setting. Now let's go for the drop based drop rally. How that works. Okay. Let's go for that. What is drop based drop and what is rally based rally? Okay. I'll hand over this meeting to Karan. He's the one who will help us explain that.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Yes, thanks a lot. Okay, so I'm Karan. Many of you already know me. So I'll be with you all daily in the morning. We'll just see the market from the data perspective, primarily that how the data has been shaping up through the option chain, where are the highest open interest for the calls and the puts, everything. Today we'll just learn about how we should analyze demand and supply zone. Many of us are very confident and good enough to uh, mark the support and resistance areas on the line chart, but the zones works very well. They work like magical. I'll just explain you what are these theories and how demand and supply zone work. So primarily, for the trend to continue, or the for any we can say up move, down move, there has to be some event which has already happened before, anything which has already happened in the price. So we'll need to identify those zones, and we can be ready with those zones, that what has happened, and accordingly that will help us to gauge that what will happen the next time if the price reaches that zone. Like we'll identify first, when the price goes up, what kind of zones have been created. So I'll just draw for you. There is a drop, the market is dropping, suddenly the market stops and then it rallies higher. This is a scenario of we can say drop and a base candle formation and then a rally. This is DBR pattern. There was a drop, then the market created a base. The buyers came in, they stopped the market to go down, and they rallied it higher. So this is drop base rally, the maybe first pattern of rally. And the next time when the market is looking for to rally higher, what will happen? I'll come to the time frame later on. Just understand conceptually what is happening. Many of you must be already knowing it. The market rallied higher. Yeah, even after rallying, the market will pause for a while to resume its rally again, and it can pause and then it can again continue its rally on the upside again. So this is again a different pattern, which is called a rally, then a base formation, and then a rally. So these are two patterns for the rally when the market is heading upside. How will identify their zones? What are the other things? I'll come to that again, but just try to look for this. We have already done a session on this. You must be having the recordings of this. I'm just briefing you again, and then we'll have some Q&A on it. For the drop base, for the market dropping, there could be this kind of patterns: a drop, then a base, and then a drop. So this is drop, then it created a base candle, and then it dropped again. What is a base candle and how we should look into what time frames? I'll come back to that also. Again, there is a different pattern, which is a rally, then a base creation, and then a drop. So this is uh, pretty simple to identify that this must have happened. This is rally, base, and drop. Through line charts, this is really very easy to identify. We have to identify this kind of patterns and this kind of zones uh, on the candlesticks. And on the candlesticks, the base candle is a very important thing to identify, and that will help us a lot. Once you have identified this four kind of patterns, maybe if you could have written it, I'll just tell you how to identify a candle formation. So just remove this for you all, and I'll show you. For candles, most important thing is when the kind of support and resistance identification, the demand and supply zones. The candles have been identified into only two parts. That is a candle which is having a big body, a wide body. We can say the wick are pretty small in that, and there are candles where the body of the candle is very small and the wicks are higher. Or else, in fact, we can say there is a small body and a small wick, maybe a very small candle. So these two candles have been called as base candle formations. Wide range body candles are the uh, candles, we can say, that those are directional. A green candle is a directional of buying pressure, which is suggesting that it is a rally. A red candle is suggesting a drop. So wide range candles of any color will tell us what is happening in that candle. But in a base, there's a fight going on, and it will happen every now and then. After a drop, there will be a base formation. After a rally, there will be a base formation. Then we can have a trend, a reversal, or a continuation in the existing trend. How we should mark these levels and how we can get prepared ourselves for this. I'll help you out with some of the examples, and then we can come back to some Q&A if any of you have it. So for you all, I'll come back to the lower time frames. Initially, I'll tell you start this on the daily time frames and use it on the higher time frames only. On 5 minutes, what will happen? A buyer with a potential. Why, if you think, okay, I'll just now tell you a scenario. What has happened? Suppose the market dropped, it created a base, and then it rallied higher. Now we are in this leg, the market is going up. Do you presume that it will keep on going like this on the upside? It will not happen. Maybe it will come back again down. Now what will happen in this zone? If there is a marking over here, a demand and supply marking, the market can test this and then it can go up. Why this happened? Because here there were some buyers who pushed the price on the high side, on the upside, and those must be having some interest again pending. If the prices come down here, and they will push it again, at least for once. It can happen twice also, but the freshness or the zone needs to be a fresh one, which will give you a more confidence that it will give that kind of support or that give you that kind of resistance. Same thing is the resistance. There was a resistance, market dropped. If it again comes up, ideally many people calls it as a double bottom, double top or something like that, and it again drops. So this entry was taken based on this pattern, because this was a rally base and drop pattern. This entry was taken based on this pattern. So there need to be a pattern initially, and then we need to wait for the entry to coming in there. And the higher the time frame, might be higher the stop losses, but higher the targets also. So considering the level of stop losses, considering the level of targets, we could plan our trades accordingly. It is just initially the identification of price patterns which will help us to gauge what the market is trying to tell us. Now I'll just tell you all and what has happened. So this is a daily chart of Bank Nifty. Just remove the pen for you now, and we'll just. So what has happened? Why, if we could see, there is a wick coming up from here. This candle, this is a recent candle, one day before we had it, and there was a buying which has emerged from here. Are you people able to see something, a pattern over here in this three candles? This green, a red, and a green. These are wide range candles, but what happened in between? They had a base candle. So market paused here for a while, for a day. And what happened immediately? The buyers again took over and they rallied the market higher. Look at, from this kind of base, the base was created at 38,000. What happened with the market? The market from 38,000 went to 41,600. So that was a pretty good buying emerged from this level. So what will happen if the market, if you did not knew about these three candles, we knew about this base. There are pretty other basis candles too here. But look, after this base candle, there was a drop. But did it drop later on? So we cannot term this as a very good rally base and then drop pattern or something like that. So that is why I ignored this. But just for help of understanding of all of us, I was going to tell you that this bounce was, that's why expected from this level. We are not seeing any kind of other indicators too, or there was any kind of big moving average or something like that. But at least a price pattern also gives you a confirmation that it could happen. So if I'll again term something for you all of what is this? This is a drop, then a base formation. This is a base candle, a small body with wicks on the other side, and then a rally. So this is another good base. So if we try to mark the base, I have already we have talked this. We mark the highest level of the body. So I'll get a horizontal line. I'll mark the highest body over here of this base candle. So I mark this high of the body, and then I'll mark the low of the body. So for me, this is the next demand zone of Bank Nifty. If in any case, any time later on, how many days later, maybe it could be, if the Bank Nifty comes in this zone, for sure it will have a bounce from here. Why? Because this is a base. And after this base, have the market ever come down and tasted this demand zone? No. So maybe it will test it. Same thing was lying over here also. If you could have marked these levels over here, what happened here? Did it go below the base? What was the zone? No, it entered the zone and then it ran away suddenly. So this is what is happening every now and then in the base candles. What happens? I'll exactly explain you about the supplies also. But as of now, being the market structure being bullish and the market being rallying higher, this is what is happening very frequently. Another example of a very good base candle and all, I'll just explain you. Here, look at this. This was a drop, pretty good. This was a base, a rally base, or else you can term it as a drop, then this two kind of base candles, and then a good huge rally. What happened after that? A huge drop came. The market was dropping very sharply. It was very evident that it could test this levels and bounce back. Look at, from this levels only we got this all-time high. This came in because this was a pretty, now the thing comes to us that which kind of base candles, which kind of levels works for us. If you look, this was pretty clean. That is why this has worked later on. You don't have to trade on this level that this is a rally, then a base candle and a rally is going on. You have to wait. Once this has formed, you have to mark and you have to wait for the Bank Nifty or the particular stock or anything to come over there, and then you have to take an entry because this is your entry point, and you'll take an entry in this range, and you'll put a small stop loss beyond that range. So below this wick, something over here, keeping a buffer as per everyone's risk appetite. So this is what is happening. There were few more patterns, but what happened to those patterns? This got have failed. This was a rally, then a base candle, and then a drop. But was this drop very evident? It was just 2 point drop. So when the next time candles did go over there at this level, a small rejection was also found, but it not dropped heavily because this was not that kind of sell-off it has got. Obviously, this could happen. Currently, if you could see, this was a rally, a small base candle formation. This could be termed as a bullish candle because it also looks like a base candle too. But I'll term this as a base candle because here the fight happened really. And then this drop came again. So a rally, base and drop formation here. Now, if the Bank Nifty tries to go up, this could be a level of resistance because now this is fresh. It has not been tested. If you go above, only one base candle, a good structure and a good drop after that. Look, after this kind of formation from 41,200 levels, it dropped till 38,400, 600 levels. So we had a huge drop from there. So next time when it goes till here, it can have a small, at least a pullback, a resistance will come for sure. So we can mark even this level for our understanding that this is a supply zone. So this is a supply zone for us, and these two are demand zones. And right now the Bank Nifty is here. You could also draw these patterns on hourlies. I could tell you at least draw them on hourlies. Don't try to draw them on 5 minutes or something like that because there are a lot of things behind a price when you need to look at it. How the price have behaved, how the rally after that has gone up. Why I'm surely telling you if the Bank Nifty comes over here, it will bounce back because from here the rally has gone pretty high. So there was a huge buying which has happened over here. That is why if the next time it bounces out, reaches this level, it will surely bounce back because from here this rally was very good. So that is why we have to wait for that. Which red candle you're talking about, Arka? This red candle, this is a full body candle. It is a small candle, but obviously we could tell that this has been a pretty good drop too, because this was a pretty fight and a very small candle with a good wick. This is a complete body candle. That is why we can tell that this has happened. So this is how it will help us to identify the levels, and this levels should be marked on a very higher time frame. Some kind of guidance I'll give you all, that while marking levels of demand and supply zones, mark it on some higher time frames because those will work. On 5 minutes, you cannot tell a buying has emerged or not. How after the buying or the demand zones or supply zone formations, how the price has reacted, that is more important. That will give us a confirmation in the next time that will happen or not. So on the dailies, we can at least see pretty good that how the rally has sustained, how long it has gone from there. Yeah, base candles will be like dojis, hammers, and inverted hammers. It will be like that, those only, or some candles which are very small in a range. Like someone just Rajesh Arka spotted that even sometimes this kind of candles are also termed as base candles. Considering the previous two candles, we can tell at least how this has been behaving. Yes, John, it has to be looked on some higher time frames, and then we have to look at how it will go. See, Mahesh, what has happened? Oh, in this level, the buyers bought, or somewhere here they could have bought, and that is why the reaction of that we could see there were very good demand which has emerged. That is why the prices have gone. Unless a demand has emerged, the prices could not have gone that up. So that is why they have already made a profit, but next time they'll be interested again to buy at that level, because from that level they have got a good profit. Yes, Anandi, you can mark those at 30 minutes. On 30 minutes also, you could see for some kind of patterns if they're happening. Some suggestions I'll give. If post a drop and a base candle, look forward for some kind of limited base candles. If there is one base candle, that is a pretty good strong zone, because the prices have reversed immediately. So the buying or selling from that level could be very strong. But once if the prices have not stopped, or it has stopped there for a very longer time, you cannot term that as a very good kind of base. So it is a base of obviously, but 5 base candles will be very difficult. Yes, exactly, Vishwa, you're right. So that is how it works. Whenever people are looking forward, at least what we can do, see if we are scalpers, what kind of opportunity we could get. If we have marked the zones, at least we will not buy puts in those levels, because we know a buying can emerge from this levels. And if we get a good reversal candles from this levels, we could think that we could buy from that level also. Do anyone have any kind of question onto this or any query? I'll be happy to answer. Hope the level marking for our so when we are not going to decide that it will be followed by rally. We once this has been done, like here it was already done, and if the market was here, we knew when it was dropping from here, we knew that okay, this kind of zone here, there were 3 and 4 kind of bases. We could not find that kind of support from here. We could have marked this level, because this was a kind of pattern which was giving us a confirmation that it could bounce from here. So that is why that is important. Okay. Can you explain the reason behind supply and demand zones? Piyush, for supply and demand zones works in such a way, because wherever the market has stopped, or base candles, we were talking in that technical term, that means the fight between the buyers and sellers continued for a time being. Now on the daily time frame, we can say for a day or 2 days, the base candles did form, and then the market resumed its rally, or it continued, or it dropped from there, reversed from there. So that is why the zone or the fight area is becoming important for us to identify what will happen next time if the price reach on those areas. What will be the next move based on OI? So OI data, if at that level, so gives you a suggestion that there are huge, see if there is a support, and in OI there are huge put writers too at that level, or we could sense that this demand will surely work. So that is how it will help us. If it hits, Mohit, your question is marking the support and resistance both on future and spot. You can mark those on the spot charts that will give you the base. You should be using a chart which is very familiar and you're comfortable with. You can mark those on the futures too. It is an individual's perspective. I mark those on the futures, because there we can see the buying and selling volumes also. If we predict support multiple times. If it hits multiple times, see freshness that I was talking about. If the zone is fresh, first time we'll surely get a bounce. Next time we'll need some another base candle for that to happen. Next time we'll be not that confident enough if that will work or not. Okay, Piyush, I'll tell you why this will work. Suppose anyone who could have bought from here, he could have lifted the prices higher, and he'll be happy to buy if the market again comes over there. Someone who is trying to build some long positions for say some 6 months, if the market again corrects, if it again comes in that zone, that will help him to identify that it will work. Why? Because he'll be interested again to buy at that level only, because initially he had bought at that level only. So that is how that patterns do work many a times. Harika, I'll not tell this is the support and demand resistance strategy you're talking about. A support has been broken, that will act as a resistance, and demand and supply will look for the another base candle formations, and those will be the next are demand and supply zones. If something has been broken, now that does not remains a demand zone. Then we'll see if there is another demand zone or another supply zone which needs to be marked up. Dilip, I did not got. I marked the top one the same way. I marked the lowest body. While dropping, I marked the highest body. On the top side, I marked the lowest body. That is the only change I did. October 20th candle is a base candle. I'll just check. Yeah, 20th October candle can be termed as a base, but if you see, there were some other candles too which were looking as base. The 18th October is also looking like a base. So here, that area was not that good enough or powerful enough, we can say, because 3-4 base candles have been looking into this area. Here also, it is a kind of base candle that has been looking up, but those were not that confident enough. After this base candle, only one candle has came. No follow was there or nothing like that. So this did not reacted. After this base candle, you could see there are multiple green candles which has emerged. So that is why this was the most powerful one. Do you want us to subscribe for any OI charts? Or do not subscribe for any charts as of now. We'll be giving you those data from our end also. It must be your individual's perspective if your people are happy looking at the OIs and all the data later on also. I read Vamsi on the expiries. We'll just help you out. On the expiries, we look at the OI data differently since the morning, and I'll help you out how every time we look at the OI data. Okay, Manoj, I'll also give you some another examples to look how it has helped. So if we could see here was a base again, which has gone up. Sanket, I'll be sharing my screens from maybe my FNO sometimes or option side chart. I use 2 softwares for analyzing OI. So there are multiple examples. Mohit, if you could see many times if it has rejected, you can just mark and see on the left hand side, was there any kind of supply zone over there or not? I'll help you out for this zone. This was a very good. I'll delete all of this. See, this was a supply. There was a rally, a candle base, and some few follow-ups on the downside, and then it dropped very heavily. From this resistance, if you could see, the next time it did not fall much. I'll just mark this level for you all, and I'll help you out why this it did not work that well. From this level, look here, we could have got a good drop based on that, because it hit those area. It started giving a small follow-up, but it did not follow much. Why this could have happened? Could anyone just guess? Because this was a good supply, and we have already talked, if anything has dropped from there, there was a very good sharp down move happening, but this did not work at this level. Exactly, Arka. It did touch here. This was tested immediately after a few days. So once a zone has been tested, it does not remain that fresh enough. and the next time to take a trade very confident. Obviously, it did give a follow for 2 or 3 days, but it did not give a kind of move here. It happened at this level. So it has tested, it has gone up. So you could have took a minor trade or so, a small thing. Here also, now if we mark, this was very fresh. Next time if the price comes so it won't be that fresh enough. So we'll need to look for some fresh entries. Like I told you, this is the next fresh candle. From here, it rallied higher. So if we move down to this, so this remains of the next demand zone, which is fresh enough. Post this level, where is the next demand zone? From where we got a good rally. Here we cannot tell because there is a huge bunch of candles. Maybe here we can tell that here it looks good. So we have demand zones pretty far away. Post if we breach this level or the low of this candle, this could be the next zone which will come up. Okay, so these are the programs now. More we do it as time goes on. Well, and we are together for next 60 sessions all. What we'll do, and we'll be analyzing Bank Nifty every now and then. We are in a very common group together in the WhatsApp also. You could mark levels, so we could discuss on them anytime. In the live markets also, we'll help you out which demand zones and which supply zones we are looking forward. In fact, the level marking Vijay has showed you also has been almost in these lines only. So this will be discussing every day from here onwards. Don't worry if something has been missed out today or you could not have understood anything. Maybe many of you already must be knowing this because demand and supply has been used by many price action traders from here before also.
Okay, thank you, Karan, for that information. So we had a lot of questions. We discussed a lot. We discussed our plan also, our plan of action, what we are looking for. Okay. So people who have not been able to attend or people who missed some part of it, please go to the recording. I'll upload the recording in some time, or most probably I'll upload it tomorrow so that you'll be able to watch it tomorrow. And today I'll be sending a form. You just have to fill that form with your information. After that, I will send this thing, Zoom invitation. Okay, you will have to register for a Zoom account. Then you'll have to request for this to joining this Zoom this thing. I will approve it manually based on whoever has signed up for our program, and only those people will get a approval there. Okay. Max drawdown in a month or in a day, I have lost 11 lakhs also. But that time I was trading with a higher capital or 35 lakhs. That is what I was trading with at that time. So that was the max I have lost. And in my mentoring sessions, I've lost 4 to 4.5. That is max that I've lost. Okay. So hope this session was helpful. Hope you got a lot of information. Other than filling the form, I'll send you this Zoom meeting invitation also. Okay. And then you'll have to register for the Zoom meeting, and then I will approve manually whoever has signed up for the program. Okay. So that we have a database of how many people are there, and we just verify it with the already people who have paid and filled out that information that is necessary. In this information, we'll have people filling out the information where they will fill out the information what that how much capital are you going to trade with, or these kind of information. It will be a Google form. Sure. It's a default video quality on Zoom. I don't have any control over that. If anybody has suggestions or how to improve the quality, please suggest me. I'll be happy to take those suggestions, and I'll be happy to improve that quality. But as of now, that is what I've been able to do. Sure, I'll upload the video. As soon as the video is converted, I will upload it. But you will be able to view it tomorrow, as it takes some time for the processing to happen on Google Drive's end. So you'll be able to view it tomorrow. Okay. So that's it from my end. Thank you, everyone. And please focus yourself. Okay. Please give as you paid your hard-earned money for these sessions. So please focus and, let's try to be a better trader. Everyone, for me also, for everyone also, let's focus on being a better trader. Okay. Thank you so much and have a good rest of the day. Today is India's match with New Zealand. Let's hope India wins. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day ahead. Thank you. Thank you.